Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Winter Railway Adventures. Episode 54, Henry's Tunnel. Thomas had just arrived at the docks, just as Cranky was expecting him. "Thank you for being here on time, Thomas," said Cranky. "Oh, you're welcome, Cranky," said Thomas. "It was tough getting here, though, but at least I made it." "Yes, indeed," said Cranky. "I'm glad you did." "Wow, the island of Soda is very busy." "It is," said Thomas. "Indeed," said Cranky. "I wish you could see it." "Oh, I wish I could too," said Thomas. "But I'm not up as high as you." "I know," said Cranky. And Cranky was right. The island of Soda was preparing for the Diesels. The Diesels had invaded Sir Topham Hatt's railway, and Sir Topham Hatt was trying to find the Diesels on the railway. He had set up engines all around the railway to see if they could locate the Diesels. They each had stations so that the Diesels couldn't get away unnoticed. "Sir Topham Hatt thinks this is a great idea," said Cranky. "I said, I think it is a waste of time." "Why do you say that?" said Thomas. "Well, he's taking away all the work from all the other engines. I think it's pretty stupid, to be honest." "Well, anyway," said Thomas, "what does it look like from up there?" "Oh, well, to start off, he has Scarloey, Pierce, Sam, and Sir Handel on Henry's Tunnel. He has Bill, Ben, Duncan, Rusty, and Wilbert in the shed, since they're quick on their wheels. And then he has Gordon, Henry, Murdoch, and Spencer at the turntable to form a brigade." "Ooh," said Thomas, "that does sound exciting. Except I'd rather work. It does sound kind of boring." "Yep," said Cranky. "I see you get my point." "Indeed," said Thomas. "Well, anyway, is it all right if I leave my package here?" "Not at all," said Cranky. Thomas left his package and he puffed away. He soon came to the yard. "Hi, Boko," said Thomas. "Preparing for the Diesels?" "Indeed," said Boko. "Good thing Scruffy and Ricky got back from the works today. Otherwise, we would have had to put an engine in their spot." Thomas laughed. "Well, good luck," he said. "Thank you," said Boko. And Thomas puffed away to the turntable. "Hi, guys," he said. "You guys are also preparing for the Diesels?" "Indeed," said Henry. "Sir Topham Hatt has put us as the stopper engines." "The stopper engines?" asked Thomas. "Yes," said Spencer. "He says if the Diesels come by here, we need to race after them and stop them." "Ooh," said Thomas. "I see now. Well, and Gordon, are you part of this too?" "Yes," said Gordon, "but not for long." "Why?" asked Henry. "Oh, I just remembered that I need to go pull my express. I thought Sir Topham Hatt canceled all the trains on the railway." "Not the express," said Gordon. He wants to make sure every person gets home for dinner tonight." "Oh," said Henry. "Well, goodbye, Gordon." "Goodbye," said Gordon, and Gordon puffed away. Gordon went through Boulder Mountain, and then he soon arrived at Ellsbridge Station. Edward had already shunted the express coaches for him. "Thank you, Edward," said Gordon. "You're welcome," said Edward, and the two sat quietly and talked. Unfortunately, none of the engines or Sir Topham Hatt on Soda had bothered to check the old engine shed, and that's where Class 40 and Spam Can were hiding. None of them knew it, as the shed doors were shut. A signalman had shut them because he didn't want the Diesels getting in there. They didn't know that the Diesels were already in there. Now the Diesels were planning their escape. "Okay," said Class 40. "On three, we're gonna burst through those doors. Is that all right?" "That's fine," said Spam Can. "You're calling the shots." "Okay," said Class 40. "On three. 1, 2, 3." And on three they burst through the doors. "What in the world?" said the signalman. "Emily, stop them!" But by the time Emily had gotten ready, the Diesels had already turned around and raced away. "Bother," said Emily. "They're fast." The Diesels raced along the line. Gordon saw them coming. "I'll stop them," said Gordon. "They can't get away now." Gordon charged at them. But the Diesels diverted into another line very quickly, and Gordon went straight. "Oh," said Gordon. Soon he went right off the rails and into a field. Luckily, none of the passengers had boarded yet. "Ouch," said Gordon. "Farmer McCall isn't going to be happy, and nor is Sir Topham Hatt." The Diesels continued to race along their way. "Yes," they said, we're almost to the edge of the railway. Hopefully we'll be able to get out of here soon." They raced by the turntable. "What was that?" asked Murdoch. "I think it was Bowler and Spam Can," said Spencer. "I think it was too," said Henry. "I wish we could stop them," said Thomas. "But luckily," said Murdoch, "I think Duke over there is going to stop them." Oh, good, said Henry. "Me too." But unfortunately, Duke's engine was very old. And by the time Duke had got his engine started, the Diesels had rushed away. They also rushed by the shed too. "Bother," said Bill and Ben. "We didn't see them coming." Yeah, I didn't see them coming either, said Duncan. If we had seen them coming, said Rusty, we could have stopped them. The Diesels rushed into Henry's tunnel, but soon there was trouble. So Topham had to put a brick wall in front of Henry's tunnel to make sure the Diesels won't get out. And so, said Sir Topham Hatt, if the Diesels try to get out of the railway, they won't get far. This brick wall should stop them. Shouldn't we test it, said one of the workmen. Nah, said Sir Topham Hatt, we don't have enough time. The Diesels could come bursting out of there at any second. And right as he said that, the Diesels did. They burst through the wall and went up Gordon's Hill. Oh, wow, said Sir Topham Hatt. But anyway, Bertie, after them. Sir Topham Hatt hopped on Bertie. Bertie went racing through a field so fast he hit the track and jumped over it, spun out of control, and hit Tiger Moth, who was at the Sodor airfield. Ouch, said Tiger Moth. That hurt. I'm sorry, said Bertie. No time for apologies now, said Sir Topham Hatt, and he hopped in Harold. The Diesels raced down the hill very quickly. Renes and Fergus saw them coming. Backwards, they said. They're going so fast that if we stay on their well, we'll get trampled. But unfortunately, they hit the bumps wrong on the track and they both flew off. The Diesels went by unharmed. They hit Gordon's express coach off the track, and both of the Diesels were put into the two sidings. Then there was trouble. The track at the back of the shed just went around in a big loop, and so when both Diesels went on different ways, there's going to be a collision. Where are you getting closer? Yelled Spankin. I'm not, said Bowler. You are. Then there was a big collision. Ouch, said the Diesels. That hurt. Soon Sir Topham had arrived on Harold. Good, he said. I can deal with these Diesels alone. Harold, go fetch Thomas and his friends. I need to tell them something very important.